Areas of parallelograms and triangles, Lesson 11:1. Most of you are familiar with these formulas for area for parallelogram and triangles. The first one is the area of a parallelogram, and the area of the parallelogram is base times height. The area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Looking at a few example problems, for the first problem here, we do not know what the height is. We do know that the base in relationship to the height is 32. We know this side, ST, is also 20 because it is a parallelogram and opposite sides are congruent. So to find the height, we would do h squared plus 12 squared equals 20 squared. So h squared plus 144 equals 400. So h squared would equal 256. And h would equal plus or minus 16. So here we have that the base is 32. The height is 16. To figure the area, it would be base times height. So area is 32 times 16. So area equals 516 inches squared. This notation, denoting the units is really important, and you need to write it as inches squared because area is a square measurement. So calculating the base for problem number 2, calculating the height for problem number 2, we have a 45, 45, 90 triangle. We know this side here is 9, and that means that a rad 2 equals 9. So a equals 9 divided by rad 2, multiply top and bottom by rad 2, and we have that a equals 9 rad 2 over 2, which is 3.5 rad 2. So we have that the base is 12, and that the height is 3.5 rad 2. So area equals base times height, so 12 times 3.5 rad 2. So area equals 42 rad 2 units squared, because we don't have a measurement for this, which is approximately 59.4 units squared. For the triangle, we're only looking at the blue area, but the height of a triangle can lie outside of the triangle. So here our base would be 12 and our height would be 9. So area equals 1/2 base times height. So area equals 1/2 times 12 times 9. So area would equal 108 units squared. For example number 4, we're told that a height of a triangle is 7 inches more than the base. So if I let the base be x, then the height would be x plus 7. We know that the area is 60. So area equals 1/2 base times height, because we're talking about a triangle. So area equals 1/2 times x plus 7. And our area here is 60. So looking at this, I'm going to have 120 equals x times x plus 7. 120 equals x squared plus 7x. So x squared plus 7x minus 120 equals 0. So we're looking for the factors of 120, negative 120, that add up to be 7. That would be 15 and 8. 8 would have to be negative. So we have x plus 15 times x minus 8 equals 0. So x has to equal negative 15, or x has to equal 8. 15 does not work because it's negative. So we have that the base, which is x, equals 8 inches, and the height, which is 8 plus 7, would equal 15 inches. And that concludes our lesson for 11.1.